Welcome to Dice Legenz. Manuatia Tamariki.
Tamariki.
Also to the children. Also, here's to the children.
I believe the children are the future.
Hey guys, welcome to Dice Legenz. It is Matariki, which is a public holiday here in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Kia ora, welcome. So, today's episode is called Lord of Walthonia.
Oh.
But before we get into today's episode, let's introduce you to our wonderful cast, starting with...
It's beneath me.
He knows what your name is. You were supposed to fill that
Oh,
in.
sorry, Kumarikaho. I am playing a level 2. What am I?
Rogue.
Giant?
Goliath.
Goliath? Oh my god.
She's been practicing the recap too much.
This is Monique's first time, so just
Right,
be
you go
patient.
now.
Okay, boku no namae wa Torubi desu, or Truby. I play a level 2 wizard named Wezley, and he's rich. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Kia ora everyone, ako si Raylin, and I play Mihan, who is a level 2 warlock human who loves...
Love!
That's the end of the
That's
sentence.
so brave of her.
She loves,
My gosh,
and I'm all by myself here.
All by yourself.
the three of us suddenly stopped being able to speak properly. Like, everybody started, you two.
So, kia ora everyone. I'm Vahid. I'm the Dungeon Master of the show. It's nice to have you with us. Thanks to all of our followers, all of our subscribers. If you're watching us for the first time, hit us with a follow if you're on Twitch, and a sub if you're watching on YouTube.
Utube.
And I'm just getting out my list so we don't miss things.
Yes, please
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Being transparent. Patreons.
Patreons! Yeah, it's your boy Truby shouting out to your people Patreons. Hey, our Patreon community has been growing so much lately, which is really encouraging, really exciting for us. So thank you to everyone who is giving to us. We just wanted to say a big namihi, a big thank you, a big kia ora to all those people. And just by the by, if you are a Patreon, you get a... What's going on here?
My mic back got really sweetie hands.
Mom's having a show and a half. Hey, but if you are a Patreon, you also get a discount too.
Merchandise and the new Outcasts of Arumia merch has dropped, so please go and check those out if you have bought some already, or kapai karawe, and if you want to buy some now, you can, and if you are a Patreon, you do get a discount, so much love.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thanks to our sponsor, BD&D, where you go to BD&D, there's a discount code, Dice Legenz. Go there to get books, modules, screens, Magic the Gathering, board games, all the kind of things that you need, all the physical stuff to have an awesome Dungeons & Dragons and nerdy experience.
Hey, are you a dice goblin?
Yes.
Are you a dice dragon?
Almost.
Or do you just like looking at dice?
Oh, I definitely like that.
Well, you love D20 Collective. D20 Collective's got some new July dice that are, limited quantity. So if they're gone, they're gone.
Oh.
Yeah? And D20 Collective has an awesome big bundle that they're going to give away if, when I'm positive, when we get 2,500 followers.
Oh, yeah.
So what are you waiting for? Get people to follow us. Follow us. If you're not following us, follow us. Yeah? And also, we've got a promo code. If you find some nice dice there on the website and you're like, I want this cheaper, just put 10 legends into the checkout and then you will get yourself a swifty little discount.
Oh, I love Swifty discount.
World Anvil.
Let me tell you about World Anvil. World Anvil is the ultimate tool for creating your TTRPG and novel world settings online. They have all kinds of tools for your disposal, article linking, print off player handbooks for those people you want to share your world setting information with if you are playing tabletop games. I use it, Vahid uses it for these very campaigns. You'll see we've got other streams where Vahid types right into World Anvil for NPCs and the like. So make sure you check out World Anvil. Highly recommend them.
Thanks to our sponsors, we love it. Without our, our show would not exist without our sponsors, our Patreons, our subscribers. Thank you very much to all of you. But now it's time to roll the titles. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
We're back.
Oh no.
Episode 8 of the Outcasts of Arumia.
8 already?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Plus, we had the special Ātukaan origin episode.
Yeah, we did.
But we're not talking about that now.
No, he's not here, so we're not going to talk about him.
We're talking about episode 8, Lord of Walthonia.
What a
I
wonder,
like the
yeah?
sound of that. Pardon me.
The whole episode is only about the Lord of Walthonia.
Whoa, good choice.
I'll just leave then.
Love it. No, thank you. There's room for everyone.
Hey, I think we need a recap though of what happened in last episode.
Guys, my heart. I'm not even this nervous to perform in front of thousands of
It's
people.
so nerve-wracking doing the recaps. And it only gets worse with each passing episode.
It's okay if you don't
Actually.
do it though, because I would like to keep it for one more week.
And it looks good on you, and I don't mind because Trudy hasn't got it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's right. It's a no-lose situation.
It's fine.
Yeah, no pressure.
There's just gradations of winningness.
Yeah, there
but
is.
Truby is judging.
Whoa! When it's my turn, I'll be ready. I'll be ready to scoop it on up.
Tahirua Torufa.
Okay, we last left our outcast when people were starting to attack Debuckin's place and they were all inside. There was assassins everywhere, even on the roof. Now, Wesley's trying to look out and someone shoots an arrow at Wesley. Wesley goes down. Someone shoots an arrow at Wesley's daddy. Wesley's daddy goes down. All of a sudden, there's people infiltrating the house and Mihan is so supercharged, she takes down a man just instantly. They're surfing beds and they're destroying everyone. Meanwhile, Reaf is scaling up to the top of the building. She ends up shooting Wesley's dad and she kills him with the poison of the dog. Oh my gosh, and Ātukaan comes in and he's like, let me explain why you guys are here. This seer called Azura has been seeing visions of your faces. No one really knows why Mihan's in there, but still to be determined. But now, Wesley's dad's done and then Reaf ends up killing someone else because that's what she does. There's a dog over the other side. And then there's some black liquid, right? What's going on? Vordoon! These people are Vordoon. They're seeking the old ways. So basically, we all have to try and stop them.
Hey, I would say only you doubted yourself.
I did.
Hold yourself back.
It seemed pretty good to me.
Covered everything.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't get the part where you were left with a very powerful pearl.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, we don't get every detail.
No.
No, we
and
never
in terms
do.
of essential plot, that hasn't yet become an essential plot.
Yeah.
Whereas you cover the essential plots. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yes! I love the self interest.
But
That means a roll off, right?
it's a roll off. You guys
Yeah.
roll. Roll a 20. Whoever rolls highest.
It's all to
Add
do
your
with the
personal
roll.
charisma
Let's roll.
modifier. What is
And your personal
personal
charisma. Oh my
What is
god.
your personal charisma
My
modifier?
personal charisma.
+3.
Yeah, I think you're both on plus.
I think you're both plus 3.
Oh, that's very kind.
21.
Oh, it was 8, 9.
Is it weird that I prefer winning by a dice in my own
It's
form?
very exhilarating.
I'm sorry.
Look,
That's all right, as long as Truby doesn't get it.
Oh, what is this? Open hostilities. I can still be
Yeah,
happy for you, man.
snatched. With this moody lighting and everything, snatched.
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful,
Can't
beautiful,
quite get it.
beautiful.
Oh, I've got a hair clip. That'll do.
That looks so cool.
You got a hair
Very
clip in?
regal
Who are you,
looking.
Nimrod?
Yeah. Always and forever.
Oh my gosh, don't even talk about it.
Okay, so we left off. Ātukaan had left with inner turmoil about what to do. Because he was aware that Reaf had killed DeAndre. And in this kind of moral, ethical quandary, figuring out where his allegiance lay, He's left the rest of the team. It is night on the streets of Tidesafe. Ātukaan, who had told you that he basically is an agent, a spy, had mentioned to you that if you wish to help him and the kingdom of Arumia, to visit him, and he has some things to give you. Lord Walthonia, the previous Lord Walthonia, Wezley's father, is dead. Wezley has a new ring on his finger. And so we join the action in the upstairs of the now dead DeAndre's house. 3, 2, 1.
Weasley's been spending some time sitting with the loss of his father, which maybe to even his own surprise kind of represents the lifting of something like a burden. Because while he did love his father also represented crushing expectations, and also terrible punishment for not meeting those expectations. So, but I think it's still hard to lose someone. And so Wesley's kind of just trying to sit through that or process that so that he can do what they have to do next, because there's a lot to do now. His father's dead, which means a lot of stately business needs to happen now. And because Wesley's now the Lord, it means that he needs to be involved in that. So he's kind of just, his brain's just going, whoa, I'm catering.
Catering?
I've never, I hope I don't have to do that. Oh.
Reaf can't help. Weirdly, Reaf looks over to Mihan and she says, "Look, I don't know who gets this house now, but I've got one. Wesley's got his castle. You know, like, you have a big family over where you live. You could probably make this into some kind of holiday home."
Oh, for the orphans? The orphans can have a little holiday away from the orphanage.
By right of conquest.
Yes.
I think this is a
Mihan gets the house.
I think I can make that work.
I was not thinking for you to get away from the orphans, but that's actually quite nice of you.
Oh, of course. Mihan has a stupid idea that she loves, where she's gonna search the house eventually for a will, and if there is no will, or if there is a will, she's going to tamper with it. And now I've got DeAndre's signature as well, from some ledgers that I found. So
Couldn't leave it to his good friend Mihan.
I'm gonna counterfeit a will.
Make an investigation roll.
I hope you roll well.
Oh no.
Inspiration.
Do I already?
Use it on this roll.
No.
Burn the will.
Use it on this one.
Oh.
It's a word. Yes. We commenced to use their inspiration on the first roll. The first roll
I
of the
want
game.
this house.
Can we help her in any way?
There's a big assumption that you're gonna get the house if you get this wrong. But I'm so into it. Come on.
3 + 4 is 7.
Well, maybe I'll take the house then, I guess.
There's no will?
He hasn't left a will here.
Okay.
Well, I'm still gonna make. I'm gonna make a will.
You've got the little book.
Yes.
You have there's a small book that you have, which has
Codes.
codes,
And
words,
things.
nonsensical words in
Yeah.
it. Okay, that's what you do have.
Yes.
But you don't have a will.
Fine, but I think Reaf has given a good idea, and she starts forging one.
Nice.
So that this house goes to her.
All right. Where to next?
Wezley will rejoin the group and he addresses Mihan. He says,
She's busy.
I appreciate that your place in this may seem tenuous now, putting aside whatever thoughts of prophecy have been mentioned, which truthfully I don't know how much water that holds.
I do not understand what you're saying. You're sounding like Ātukaan at this point.
Oh, right.
Please, I am a simple woman.
Only when you want to be, Mihan. Only when you want to be.
Where is this water?
I think it would be beneficial. I've got hair in my mouth. I think it would be beneficial if you came with us, Mihan. Likewise, Ātukaan. So my family would be prepared to pay you if you escorted us to my... Well, we need to go to Portorosa, my home.
Portorosa? Well, I've always wanted to go on holiday. I mean, Mihan thinks about it. She thinks about where she wants to go and how she's gonna get there, and she decides that this may be a good way to do it. So she holds out her hand and says, I will come with you. Anything to help you with your grieving over your father. And that's it.
Nothing more.
Nothing more.
Well, you will be compensated, Mihan, so I appreciate
Also, I don't have a choice, so I might as well get paid for it. I mean, and she looks over at our bracelets that are almost touching.
Think of this only as insurance. Otherwise...
I love that word, yeah.
Insurance?
Insurance.
It's simply, forget about the bracelets, think only of our agreement.
Of course.
Right.
And she lets go, and she gets back to forging this will.
There we go. We've got some muscle on our side.
Right. I think Reaf internally, she just senses that this group is just full of untrust, and then there's tensions where they feel like they need each other, but no one trusts them. And even though Reaf deeply loves her brother, she does not trust him yet. So I think she will join purely for the fact that if she doesn't, she's scared that her brother will rat her out and say that she killed her father, like what has been done before in the family when someone died at the house. So, right then, so I guess I'll be coming with you.
Yes, and I appreciate that this might not be your most desired destination, sister, and that you are doing this perhaps largely for my favor. And so, I understand that you might want to go to Caesarea at some point.
I do.
Well, then, what I would like to offer is that I would come with you.
Oh, that would be fine, I guess. That would, yeah. I don't, need someone to like help me look after the dog, so that'd be great.
I don't know if I would be good on dog duty, though.
You can make it little clothes. Big clothes.
You've mistaken my skill set, sister. I'm not much of a tailor.
Right, well, I guess we're in need of some money on the travel, so you could do that.
Okay. Well, yes. Unfortunately, I'm not possessed of my fortune just yet.
Like, making it hard to think of why I'd want you to come then.
Oh. I mean, look, no, emotional support?
I don't have emotions.
Okay.
I do, I'm sorry. I have a lot of emotions. That'd be great,
Okay.
she says. Suspiciously?
Uneasy alliance.
Mihan finishes the will.
Okay.
That could be something we could have on our side.
Now, okay, let's see how good a job you've done at this forgery. You're proficient
Yes.
in forgery.
Yes.
So you get to add your proficiency.
Uh-huh.
I think we're gonna make it intelligence to make sure you've got the right language. Your intelligence modifier and your proficiency.
All right.
Let's come on now.
Come on, let's go.
Wash your dice right now.
I'm washing these dice.
What was it? What was it?
It was a native one.
All right. Even you know.
Oh, she looks at it in disgust.
Oh,
She's like, wow, I am rusty.
we don't deserve this house.
Did you write that in crayon?
It's the only thing I could find here. All my stuff is back in the orphanage.
Look, perhaps you could avail yourself upon some more appropriate equipment at my estate.
You know what? I would really appreciate that. Because this... and she rips it. And is the dog here? No, it's outside.
Outside the door, yeah.
Oh, I think, are we still upstairs?
Wherever you want to be, doesn't matter.
She throws it out the window. And it just dramatically flies with the wind. And she looks out. I need to get better at that again. And then she looks over to the floor where she's dropped the book with the little symbol
Yeah.
from DeAndre, and she picks it up. And she looks at the codes for a little bit.
All right.
Oh, dude.
So you want to move into code cracking mode.
Yes, I would.
Okay, you have rolled 3 rolls today, and you've rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Yeah. Yep.
Get ready for the 4.
All right, you roll a 4.
This cage
You're getting,
I'm gonna give
you're
you
getting
5.
all
Good.
the bad
Yellow
rolls
now.
out the way.
This is the
And
same
now-
color as the
Has it been
crystal
washed?
in my staff.
We still have a few more bad rolls left to get, but
Yeah.
there's more good rolls now. Oh dear.
I will.
I owe you $5.
It's Ronnie's spirit is inside my
What is
dice.
happening?
Well, it's okay. Now 4's out the way. 4's out the way now.
You've rolled a 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Next is
Please,
the 5.
holy water me! Oh my God! Like,
But here is what I
Bless
will
up.
give you.
okay.
Bless up.
Bless up.
Bless up.
Queen.
Bless
Here
up.
is what
Poppy.
I will give you.
Unlucky queen.
In the book,
Uh-huh.
there are
jungle.
some loose pages.
Some loose pages.
Okay, and they are here. And if we can put them up on screen, please. We
Oh.
can put them up on screen. The one that's earliest in the book.
Oh.
Stay my harm, challenger.
Now, I'm assuming that Mihan has not shared this with the
I
others.
have not.
sure.
Look away.
The second one, please. And then the most recent one.
Hella R's in it.
Okay.
R for Raylene. Mm.
Okay.
Oh, there's more. Not that I'm looking.
All right. So now, so that's that. Thank you.
All right.
So if you get if you get some good rolls, then you'll get some big clues
Okay.
on how to decipher. In the meantime, what are you guys doing? It's nighttime. There's been a lot of violence in this room.
How did Ātukaan look when you last saw him? It could really do with him.
I don't know where he went. I thought he went for a walk.
Oh.
Sorry.
What's that?
She closes the book and she says, "Oh, I'm trying to get some clues from DeAndre sales, but it's nothing. This man is so boring."
This place feels off. I think we should burn it to the ground. And then start again and rebuild on the land.
It is a wooden structure upon a pier with other wooden structures.
I've forgotten.
But by all means, do commit grand arson.
It's just a thought,
Okay, it's good.
like a bad dream.
Yes,
Look, I think we need to pack up and get out of here. I don't like the juju.
agreed.
The juju. Yeah, the juju is very bad.
Okay, so where are you going?
Well, I.
Your house.
Oh.
No, I would like a long rest.
Oh yeah.
Let's-
At someone's house.
I'd like
And-
to fast forward.
And
Yeah.
also,
What are you trying to achieve?
I would like to get little bit of armor or something for my
Oh, yeah.
for my DC. My AC.
Okay, you're wanting to get some protection.
Yeah.
Sleep for
Sleep.
now.
Yep, sleep and then go and then go.
Okay, and then heading off.
Yeah.
Resting, getting supplies, and then heading off straight away.
To
To Portorosa. Okay, great. Okay, thank you. Mihan, do you have enough money to buy some armor?
I do.
Okay, go for it.
Well, depends how much the armor is.
What are you buying?
I don't want the leather armor, but it is the basics, isn't it? It's gonna look so ugly on her. I would like, I don't know, some braces.
Braces aren't going to give you any protection.
No, fine. Something equivalent to
Some leather
armor.
You're getting leather armor. That's what
that
you're
she's gonna put, like a bulletproof vest that goes under your clothes. You know.
Great, thank you, leather armor. Leather armor.
Made
gives-
out of ballistic nylon.
Leather armor, 10 gold pieces. Your armor class is 11 plus your dex modifier. So your armor class goes up by a whopping 1.
1.
Okay,
5%.
Okay, cool. That's
Nice.
10 gold away from me.
long rest. I don't want to bother with that stuff. You're on the road.
Nice.
Okay? You're traveling to Portorosa. If we can show the map of Arumia so we can see see where we're going. Arumia, so Tidesafe is on this, on a peninsula. You have to cross over some mountains to move towards Portorosa. Portorosa and the capital city, Centauro, are very close to each other. It's going to take you a few days of travel to get there. Once you get over the mountain, it opens up into a bit of a plain, but it's still like the rest of Arumia. It is a damp environment. There are a lot of trees everywhere. As you head to Portorosa, Portorosa, coming through forests, and you have to descend some hills, past some farms, to get towards the city of Portorosa. Portorosa itself is a beautiful city. The crowning jewel of it is the castle itself, where Wezley grew up, and in the shed of which Reaf grew up. In the middle of this city is where the castle sits, upon a hill. If you can pull up the map of Portorosa, please. It is a harbor city. As you're coming down the hills, the light is glinting off of the sea in front of you. The sails of boats coming to and fro, not only fishing, but also bringing goods into Arumia. This is an important trading city. It's a city of about 20,000 people. It's a peaceful place, a beautiful city. Is there any intentions as you head down into the city of Portorosa?
Wesley says,
Burying your father?
yeah, we're going to take him home. But Wesley says, how's my hair? How's my hair? How's my hair?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that looks really good, Rape.
That looks
You look
better.
so handsome. Wow.
Why are you saying it like that?
Yeah, it's a rugged look. It is, it's all the craze right now.
Well, it better be. I've got to look the part. Lord now. Need respect from these people.
So you just take over like that? Live here in this castle and rule the entire place?
Yes, unfortunately, before we went through all the lessons of exactly how this would go, I was thrown out of home.
Right.
So, it's a lot of guesswork here, but, oh well, big chest. And don't steal anything. I don't know who I'm addressing that to. Don't steal anything and don't kill anyone.
Oh,
Mihan,
yes.
in the 3 days you've had lots of time to
look over.
explore. Investigation roll at advantage. You've had 3 days.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on.
I'll use. Oh no, should I will not use.
You've rolled a
rollies.
1, 2, 3, and a 4.
And then a 6.
It's a 6. Great.
And then
Maybe a 5.
and then a 4.
Mihan, the code
Wow,
is just
it's
really
so
hard. You just
It's
not getting
so
anything.
difficult.
Mihan,
I think
are you
Raylan's.
sleeping okay?
I keep having these weird dreams about a man and I don't know. It's just
You haven't been doing anything right. You burnt breakfast.
I know. I think Mihan is distracted. She's scared. She's got this feeling in her gut and her heart as she's getting closer to this place where this black liquid comes from. And she's getting scared of what she might find.
Okay.
But she keeps that all in.
Okay.
So I think I'm just getting older. I think it's my birthday soon.
You're not sure?
I kind of lost track when, in my 40s, and I didn't want to admit what my age was. So I just said, oh yeah, my birthday's next year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Starts at 40? Well,
So you be careful, huh?
a little while off.
The castle itself is a beautiful castle. Thick granite walls. Walls surrounding it, also of granite. Doesn't hold fond memories for Reaf at all, and probably bad memories for Wezley too.
I think as soon as they passed by the shed, Reaf just gets flashes of like darkness and magic and death, and she gets her. She's getting like recalls, memories. It's all dark, and she just kind of sees Wesley's face, her caretaker's face, and she starts to get the heebie-jeebies, and she's just like, "Come on, need to walk faster." I think.
Don't lose your grip, Reef.
Right, sorry.
Wesley suddenly feels pressure at the idea that the 2 people around him are kind of losing their grip. Mihan seems out of sorts, and Reef just looks like uncharacteristically nervous. So he's like, okay. All right, Wesley, you're the big boy lord now, okay? So you're gonna act like one? All right. Okay.
The cart comes up to the castle gates. The guards at the gate recognize the 2 of you, of course, and stand to attention. And the portcullis is not down; it's up. There's no reason for it to be down. There's no threats. And they open these very thick wooden doors for you without even asking. And then their eyes see the litter with the cart with your fallen father on it, and they blanch. One of them sprints off towards the castle, and the others salute you both as you enter into the grounds of the castle.
Thank you. Wesley says.
Before you even cross the courtyard and reach either the shed that Reef grew up in or the castle, your mother, both of your mother bursts out of the front door and runs towards you. She throws her arms around Wezley. She looks over at Reef, and she looks over at the litter and says, What happened?
We were beset, Mother. Our enemies, they have the better of us. I'm so sorry to have to tell you like this.
She goes over to the body, pulls the kind of shroud off of him and says, his face is gray. It's not natural. What's happened to him?
Our enemies employed dastardly and arcane methods, I'm sad to say.
Do you know who it was?
Should we speak of this
No.
in the open ear?
No, we should not. And she turns to move in towards the castle.
Yeah. And then Wezley will kind of indicate. Wesley's only just become aware that Mihan might feel a bit out of place here, so we kind of like, this way, Mihan.
Do you think do I follow?
Just act like you're supposed to be here. You are supposed to be here.
I can't look at her, Wezley.
Yes, that.
Killed her husband.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to pretend you didn't do that.
Mihan, you're close enough. If you want to make a perception roll, you might be able to have overheard that.
Lost all my d20s.
She
Let's see.
won.
Let's see if I get a 5
She
this
won.
time. Oh wow, yeah. Perception 14.
Oh, here she is.
Yeah, 15.
15.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She's close enough that she would have heard that.
It's gossip. Of course you can hear it.
Everything else.
You enter the castle, and all of a sudden, and it gets cooler straight away. No central heating in a castle,
No.
but there are these thick woolen carpets. There are candelabra hanging from the ceiling, giving warm illumination. You enter into, it goes straight in past the defensive parts of the corridor and moves straight into the grand hall. But she doesn't stop there. She moves through a doorway out of the grand hall and into a private chamber. She doesn't look back over her shoulder, assuming that you're following her. She moves straight into that chamber. There are a lot of people in this room. Some of them you recognize as being people of note, of kind of wealthy families of the area. Some you don't recognize. And 3 of them are wearing the surcoat of the king.
Oh.
Okay.
She pays them no mind, and she walks through them and into this private chamber.
So we've gone past all these people?
You pass them,
Okay.
unless you wish to stop.
No. Wesley's intensely curious about the retinue from the king being here. Doesn't recognize any faces or any appointments or.
Sure. You and Reaf can both make a history roll to see if you recognize any of them. Reaf is going to be a much more difficult roll for you.
Is it though? Because she was pretty stealthy. What is it? Investigation? Oh,
I rolled history.
History, yeah.
14.
17.
Okay. Wesley's DC was only 12. Reef's was 15. You
both made it.
You both made it. You recognize Pelagar.
Pelagar.
Pelagar. You both know slightly
Pelagar.
different things about Pelagar. Pelagar has visited here before.
Okay.
Pelagar is not related to King Telezo, not related, but is like trusted messenger. Wezley, he's from a well-known family. He's he's charming. Reef, he's a bad boy.
Yeah, he's Betty.
He's a bad boy.
Okay.
He's charming, but
He's no good.
He's a regular old Wickham.
okay. Mihan, completely oblivious, and you enter this
Mihan's
small private chamber. It's a chamber that your lord would meet important people in. The door's closed. It is the four of you in the room. She looks quizzically over at Mihan. Doesn't say anything about it though.
This is Mihan.
Your my lady. She doesn't know how to address wealthy people, I guess, and she just bows. Is this correct?
She is an expert that I have seen to hire. She's proven herself useful during my time in Tidesafe, and I purchased her accompaniment here.
Okay.
So at some point we'll need to get her paid.
This is family business.
It is. Mihan, would you?
Okay, sure. Is this room bigger than 50 feet?
No.
Okay.
You can go out into the other room.
All right.
If you could watch the door,
Of course.
Mihan.
Of course. It was lovely meeting you
60-year-old
despite the circumstances. I'm sorry for your loss. And she shuffles out. She feels a slight tugging at the bracelet, but then she just steps out the room and guards it with her staff.
Get past it.
Yeah.
And when
While she's here, she wants to just look at the code again.
you're studying the code
I'm
whenever you
studying-
can.
Yeah.
Guarding the door with her nose in her book.
Once she's gone, your mother turns to you both, and she's kind of holding herself together. You can tell that she's holding herself together. And she says, "Well, you're the new lord.
Yes.
How did it happen?"
There was a skirmish.
Yes.
They took advantage upon a moment of inattention within our group, and agents fell upon us. And yeah, Weasley trusts the integrity of this room. They were agents of Vodun.
Vordoon? I don't know what this means.
They are something of a mystery to us as well, Mother. We intend to investigate them.
Okay.
We do not wish for them to harm our family any further. So one of their assassins had at my father. We managed to stave off a few deathly blows, but not the last.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mother.
She turns to you, Reaf, and says, "I am happy to see you. I know that I didn't protect you. I know I didn't. And I'm sure you must hate me for it."
No. I didn't hate you. I didn't hate you. That's all I'm gonna say.
She says it's no excuse, but after you were born, I was not able to conceive again. And so Wesley's father blamed you.
Right.
And as you know, he didn't see Wesley as fit to rule. I mean, you know this to be true, Wesley.
I do. You speak the truth, Mother, and you don't hurt me with these words.
And that was the poison in his mind. But I should have protected you, but I didn't.
Right. Thank you for saying that, Mother.
Weasley now feels like he's like, is this my family? this the three of us standing around awkwardly, kind of shuffling in this room, and just kind of just blurting our apologies to each other. And he's like, yeah, this is my family. Sit down if you want, Mum. You're going through a lot. Will somebody please sit down? There's a chair in the room. I'll sit down. And then he moves to the desk and he sits down.
On the other side of the door, Mihan. Mm-hmm. You're studying. I've already given you a roll for today. You're not going to get another extra roll today. But you can't help but notice that you're surrounded by rich people.
I am.
Yeah. and even you know the symbol, the royal symbol. And one of them, a man in his, I don't know, early 30s perhaps, walks over to the door and says, looks down at you and says, "Are they coming out again? We've all gathered."
Yes, they just need a moment to themselves to discuss some important Walthonia things. But do not worry, they will be out soon. Why have you gathered again?
He doesn't answer, but he does rap his knuckles on the door, kung, 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 and say, "Lady, the time, all have gathered."
What's going on out there?
Pelagar has gathered all the noble families from the area. Some announcement.
It was Pelagar.
Pelagar.
He
Hey.
gathered the families.
Yes, he's gathered the families. Yeah.
Did you recognize him?
Yeah. He's bad news.
Bad news.
Of course he is. I used to see him when I was sneaking around the house. This man's up to no good. If he gathered everyone here in anticipation for an announcement like possibly someone died, then he already knew.
Wesley goes to disagree with Reaf, but he kind of checks that instinct and he's like, "Wait, hold on, your sister's wise," and then goes, "Okay, well, we'll have some caution around what we say. Okay, I will tell them that my Lord Father is dead."
Yeah, just wait for his announcement first, right? And
Yes.
then you tell them,
Yes,
just to see what he's come here to say.
that's a good idea. Mother, unless there's anything else you wish to discuss or want to know.
No. Vordun. It may pay. I mean, we have your father and his ancestors keep a library. Some of the books are, I don't know. I mean, there may be.
That sounds like a good place to start.
There may be something in there, but we must find out why. Who and why anyone would want to kill him.
Yes.
Beats me, I don't know. We should go out there.
Wesley has, to maintain this lie, he's convinced himself of this story.
Yeah.
That somebody from Wood did it. And so for a second he legitimately forgot that it was his sister that did it.
Meanwhile, Reef sweats an eyebrow every time someone mentions it. She just starts like dribbling into her mouth. She's like, "I don't know what it was. All right, we should go out there quick. I need some air."
Yes. Wesley will open the doors.
The door is open and everyone turns towards you. Mihan, there are about 40 pairs of eyes on the door, and because you're so close to it, the door.
I am being perceived and I do not like it. You've come to join us. Oh, what does that mean?
Get out the way, I'm going.
Oh, okay. She moves aside for you.
My lady mother and I and my sister apologize for keeping you waiting. We understand that you are very busy, important people with very busy, important things to say. So here we are.
That was really good.
Thank you. And then he closes the doors behind him and says, "Lord Pelagar."
Yes.
Is that the right title? He doesn't say that. Pelagar, is it good enough to call it
Yes.
that? Pelagar, we understand you have an announcement to make for everyone gathered here. We won't do you the disservice of keeping you waiting any longer.
Reef makes herself massive behind Wesley and just kind of puts an arm in front of like their mum, just in intimidation.
Okay. Pelagar, in this grand hall, there are a couple of raised steps where the Lord and Lady would sit at chairs to have audiences with people that were asking for things, coming to entreat them there. So he ascends these couple of steps and turns around and he pulls out a scroll and unfurls it and says, King Talizo has called an assembly of all the noble families of Arumia. He is aware that his days are numbered, and the matter of his succession is of the gravest importance. Therefore, the following are summoned to Centauro immediately. And he starts reading out lists of names. He reads out Lord of Walthonia, the Lady of Walthonia, and then he mentions Wezley. He turns to Reaf and says Cyril, from the line of your mother. And then he reads some other names. Not everyone who's gathered in this hall is mentioned. But both of you are mentioned. At the end, he says, all names that have been read are summoned immediately to the royal castle in Centauro, where the line of succession will be determined.
Why am I on that list?
Who is Cyril? Is that you?
That's my given name.
Cyril?
My naked baby name.
Cyril?
Cyril.
For as much as our Lord Father may have rejected you, don't forget that our mother is also noble in her own right.
Right. All right.
There was a long list.
Yeah, there was.
Not that I don't mean to make you feel less special.
No, I gotcha. So we're going to the castle then?
Yes, apparently.
Wow, we
Then-
have more journeying to do.
Yes, you might be getting a bigger fee than expected, Mihan. Then, thank you, Palaga. I also have news to return to all those gathered.
Okay. He comes down off of the steps. Your mother indicates that you should go up the steps.
Oh yes. So he does so. He steadies his nerves as he's walked up the steps, and he says, just remember, Wezley, you're a good speaker. You know big words. Don't use too many big words. Good afternoon, all those lords and ladies gathered. 2 days ago, my Lord Father was murdered.
A shock, a intake of breath echoes around the room. To the side, your mother gently pulls on Reef's sleeve to move you further away from the steps, and says, "Get a grip on yourself," and moves you further away. Keep going, Wezley.
This news, I understand, must be frightening and of great sadness to you all. But appreciate the difficulty in this time for my lady mother and my sister. We are not at liberty to discuss the details of his demise, so please respect that. But otherwise, it is with great. I take it as no light responsibility to announce myself as the new Lord of Walthonia.
And those lords that have their fiefdom to the Walthonia family bend at the knee, go down onto one knee, and lower their heads in respect to you.
And as they do it, Wezley suddenly gets this flash of paranoia. And then he's like, how many of you mean that? In his head. But he has to push that out of his head. He can't let that voice, he can't give that voice too much oxygen.
The rest of the next kind of 10 minutes, a line forms, and one by one, the lesser households, noble households that are under your fiefdom of your family, one by one come up and kiss the ring to show their loyalty to the family. One by one, and it takes a little while.
Where's the help? We need a chair. We need the. I can't stand this whole time. Come on.
The whole time Mihan was watching Cyril / Reaf sweating in her boots after she heard that she's the killer of Lord Walthonia, and she's just observing. And I think this confirms it for her, and Mihan knows for realsies.
Realsies.
So, that finishes. The other lesser noble families leave. Pelagar and the other two are staying in the castle. You're to leave the next day, immediately. Tell me, what are you doing now? What's the plan?
I think we need to go to the light. You can read, right?
I can read?
You can read.
Of course I can read. What do you think I am? An imbecile?
No, you'd be surprised. Not many people can.
I can't read.
Oh,
What you calling me?
I'm calling you
One more time?
an imbecile.
What does that mean?
Reef, you know some words.
Feel like that's a bad word.
Imbecile.
No, it's a very endearing term actually for someone who cannot read.
Is it? Is that right?
Sure.
Hate ya. All right, we need to go to the library
Yes.
because I'm an imbecile.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Okay, you two. You don't know bickering, unless it's funny. And that was pretty funny. Yeah, so keep it up.
Do I get paid extra for that?
Yes.
Oh, of course. Okay, I'll crack jokes more open.
You guys head down to the library. Library is in the oldest part of the castle. You were going to say something, Raylene?
Oh yeah, eventually. I don't know how, but if there's a chance to get some healing potions, or one healing potion, I would like to. Whether I have to buy it or take it.
Sure, I understand. Okay, you're on the lookout for that.
Yep.
The castle, as I said before, is set up on a hill with a cliff. And so a lot of the castle is actually dug into, the oldest part of the castle is dug into the ground as well, including the library. So descending down, there is this beautiful library. Can everyone make a perception roll, please?
Yeah.
Let's go for a
Oh.
yeah, 15.
5.
And 12.
Okay. I'm only talking to Mihan. As you're going down, and it's cool in this. Mihan,
Yes.
there are some footsteps behind you.
Heavy, light, many, one person.
It sounds like a man's footsteps. They're wider apart and heavier than yours.
Mihan turns around and looks for this man,
And you look around.
or the source of this noise.
There must be some kind of echo happening in the corridors that you're walking around in the castle.
I think there is a librarian here somewhere. Do you have a librarian in your library?
No.
I hear someone.
Wait. Everybody get behind my cloak. Reef shovels everyone behind her cloak and goes against
Tentatively
the wall to try and kind of camouflage them while they wait to hear this noise.
Okay. And when you kind of all stop, indeed the footsteps seem to stop as well. And Wezley, you got a 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Reaf got a terrible roll.
I had no idea. I just only knew because you told me.
So, Wezley, you think you might hear like an extra step other than your own, but no more than that. I mean, you've just come down some corridors. Who knows where it's come from?
Would it be an unusual place for there to be other people, or like is it just the one route to the library, for instance, or?
It's not that unusual.
I appreciate your caution, Mihan,
Am I overreacting?
but I don't know that the agents that seek my demise, or our demise, or whoever's demise, would have made it this far. But good hearing. We'll need that for the real thing.
Gonna make a good king, Wezley.
I'm practicing. I'm trying. I'm trying
You are-
positive reinforcement.
You're losing my respect for you. Like,
No.
you are just Wezley to me.
No, I can't be just Wezley.
Same
Come on,
poor
just Wezley,
Wezley.
let's
this
keep
old-
going to-
Don't call me just Wesley. Yeah, if someone else could take over for the second. Now that nobody else is watching, can you tell us where to go?
Oh, I do actually remember where the library is. All right, off we go.
Okay, you find yourself in the library. The library is it's an old. It smells old, right? It's a bit.
It's me. It's Mihan smelled.
Anyway, there are many bookshelves with a combination of scrolls and books. You have to light the lanterns, which are ready to be lit, but that's no problem. And there is a fairly good-sized library in here.
As we kind of trace around the aisles of books, Wesley his eyes fall upon an empty section of books, and he remembers that that's where some books of his used to be kept before his father took them all and burnt them. And he remembers that terrible night where his craft was brought to light. And his books, which he loved those books, and they were all burnt. And so that's a little bit of emotional whiplash for just a second.
Rafe walks past a section of books, a space where she'd taken some of the books to use as blankets in the shed. It also has some kind of an emotional recall. Different. She didn't know how to read, but they made really good insulation for her bed and blankets. One would cover just my pinky.
Yeah. Oh, Mihan has no emotional recall from this. Apart from, the kids would really love this place. Oh, if only they could read.
Imbeciles.
My little imbeciles.
Hey, so what are you doing here in this library? What you looking for? What
It's
you
a
doing?
good chance to look up information about the Vodun.
Yes.
So that's what you're doing?
Vordoon, and
Vodun.
Mihan will help with looking up things for Vordoon, but she will also look up things about Libra's history.
Okay. Thank you. Great. What are you doing?
You're
You're just hanging out.
I'm just looking.
Hanging out. Okay.
But I'm keeping lookout because I'm suspicious.
Okay. Make a perception roll then, please.
Okay.
And you other guys can. What'd you get?
22.
Wow.
Okay. You other two make separate history rolls. Do we give you any bonuses? No.
No.
I just make the.
I think I'd like.
Story.
Oh.
17.
24.
Oh! They're coming out now. Let's go.
This is my library, baby. This is my library now. This actually is my library.
Yes.
Okay. Although it's cool, it's not a damp environment. Okay. The lights from the lanterns Reaf has lit. It's still dark though. Wezley, you're the first one to hit anything of value. You've been in here for an hour. And some old scrolls refer to the Vordoon. And they refer to the Vordoon as disciples of the voiced ones.
Ooh. Ooh.
And they were all burned.
Ooh.
Every last one of them
Ooh.
was burned.
History of burning things.
Ooh.
Mihan, Liber. Plenty about Liber trade. There's things about trade, journals of the trade between
About a mine,
Liber. It's a coal mine.
a coal mine.
Coal mine. And you do get a small, more recent reference that's been put in indicating that travelers from Liber are to be interrogated before they enter the city. This was dated 7 years ago.
Need to be interrogated.
Interrogated because of the disaster that happened there.
There was a disaster.
Mm-hmm. And it mentions Order of the Wraths of Order of Sun's Wrath.
Sun with an O or
SU with the Sun's Order of the Sun's Wrath
Uh-huh.
are to be given free reign to operate within the city.
Is there any pictures there with
No
suns?
pictures. Order of the Sun's Wrath. Make a history roll, see if you know anything about that.
Okay, cool. I'm just trying to. That's a native 20.
Oh! She's been saving up.
Does it
The Order of the Sun's Wrath
does it connect to Ātukaan perhaps?
is Ātukaan's the symbol that
Yeah.
Ātukaan has
Holds.
on that holds his cloak.
Yeah, I thought so.
His cloak in
Good
place
pickup.
is the symbol
Oh,
of the Order of Sun's Wrath, and it is the same symbol that you have behind you on that piece of paper.
as she reads it, and she says, "Wow, now I have found the light. Ātukaan would be happy."
Reef,
Yeah.
you quiet, shuffled footprints coming towards you from the doorway out of the library. Someone is moving towards you.
Yeah, Reef, while they've been studying and looking at these books, Reef likes to play a little game called Shape It, where she just looks at things like big objects and she tries to become the objects, and she's really good at it. She's been playing it for years, and she's hiding, and she just becomes like a side table. And as she's becoming a side table, she hears the voices, and she becomes the side table right next to the library door.
Nice.
And she's got her plunge dagger ready.
You're perfect. So make a stealth roll. You had plenty of time to do this, so you can even do it at advantage if you want.
I would love to. You sneaky little
Yeah,
guys.
it was almost.
It was almost a 20. I'll save it a 17, 18, 20. A filthy 20.
Okay.
Filthy 20s. Filthy 20s, native ones.
We do what we do.
We do what we do.
You're hidden really well. As a side table, your cloak looks like, especially in the darkness, it looks like a table with a tablecloth over or something like that.
Old table.
Table.
Bible.
You can tell that the person shuffling feet, sliding feet, and small footsteps, and then sliding, is just on the in the hallway around the corner. And so you see something get thrown through the air, tossed through the air into the room. It's like a velvet bag. It's about the size of, I don't know, a small bag of flour. It's about that kind of size. A velvet gets thrown into the room,
Oh, crap.
lands, and goes opens, and black.
Oh.
Darker than just a little bit of coal dust. Black stuff starts to billow out of it. Reef, what are you doing?
Okay, Reef immediately, as soon as she sees the bag land, she takes a big deep breath in and she goes, "Hold your breath!" And then she jumps over the bag with her entire cloak to try and somehow contain the bag.
God.
Wonderful. And the before Wezley and Mihan can react, looking at these books in your hand, the door is pulled closed.
No!
And you hear something slid through the handles.
Oh, mother of God.
Oh, yeah.
And this, let's make up this library, shall we? Can you put a couple of small rooms on? Here's the door leading out. Go ahead, give us some elevation because this is kind of inside. Here's a couple of chairs.
Is it like a multi-level library?
Multi-level, yeah. We're underground, so things can go up and down.
Yeah, nice.
Go ahead, feel free to
These.
make some things. And why don't we put one of the walls as a natural cavern?
Over this one.
Yeah, cool.
This one,
Great, and give us some elevation as well.
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay,
Ooh.
brilliant. And there's should we say a staircase to lead up to this upper level.
Yeah.
There's a staircase over here. Yeah, if you can.
Actually, it's like a mezzanine level.
A staircase here?
That's
Or here?
That's fine. I don't mind where you want to put it. That's
Yeah,
fine.
stairway here, I guess.
Okay, great. Done. That's good enough. Now we know that this is going to require some refocusing from our tech team. Thank you very much, tech team, for jumping up to this. Mihan, put yourself somewhere in there.
Oh, I am reading a book. In there.
Do you want some?
Wezley, where are you?
Three small ones. I reckon I'm up on the top level.
Do you have any of those, like, the
Okay.
boxes over there? Those could be shelves too.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
And so the
Nice.
Mihan,
We?
you're near this. Everything all good? How you doing? Great. So
Yep, that's
that's
it.
fine.
That's gonna.
Mihan, you see Reaf dive and
Uh-huh.
jump onto the floor. Wezley, looking down from above, you can see it. Reaf,
Yep.
you jump on top of this, and the black smoke or vapor or dust or whatever billows out, but she contains almost all of it. And the ground underneath you changes. And then
Whoa.
something is there.
Ew.
And then a creature is there and pushes up against you, and a strange looking beast jumps out, and you had no idea it was coming, and it sinks its claws and its teeth
that?
into you. Claws. 15.
Hit.
Teeth. 14.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, hit.
Oh, you get hit both times.
My armor class isn't very...
Still not.
6. And you take 10 hit points of damage. And you are bleeding as the black vapor kind of coalesces into this creature
Oh, wow.
below you.
I'm gonna remind you, but maybe you don't care. Your stone's resistance. You can shrug off damage.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case you forgot.
You know, I did absolutely forget, and I think it's probably a good chance to use
Just
that.
in case,
Yes.
but you might also be choosing not to use it.
Okay, yeah, I think in the blackness, without really seeing it, Reef feels the attack, and she feels utterly hurt. But she thinks of her friends in this. Wow, she said friends. That was the first time she's ever said that. But yeah, she kind of thinks of her friends being in danger, and so she stones endurances herself so she can roll. How does she do that? I wonder. Did I say bulging biceps?
Oh yeah.
Physically. I think, yeah, she
get
just
that.
bulges her biceps and kind of just like the flesh, she just like
Whoa.
pushes it out. Anyway, she rolls a d12. It's only a 4. You reduce damage by a total plus your con, which is 2. Okay, so she gains back 6 hit
6 hit points. So
Yeah.
you only took 4 in the end.
Yeah.
Okay, Reef, you're up. What do you do?
Wezley even.
Oh, sorry, no, Reef hasn't had an action yet.
True.
Oh, right, so that's my strategy, my reaction.
Too excited.
Okay, great. She's got her punch dagger ready,
Yep.
so she goes straight in for the torso.
Okay, go for it. This thing is a weird creature. You've never seen anything like this before. What'd you get?
I got a filthy 20.
Oh, you actually hit it though.
Great. She's going for the damage. Oh, it's only a 4. It's only a 4. So you can take
Okay, you heard it a little bit.
Yeah, that's
You heard it a little bit, and then you get, but like moving away from it, you can see its head is like weird in that its mouth opens vertically instead of horizontally, and its eyes are on top and bottom.
What is that?
I'd like to finish my roll by doing disengage, and I'd like to go behind and action behind the staircase.
And you run over to the staircase and you get away and it can't attack you.
Yeah.
Wezley.
Nice. As my sister runs away from it, he takes the opportunity to swing his hand towards it and use Toll the Dead.
Okay, and it succeeds.
Whoa.
It is too tough for that.
Yeah, and as he tries to like penetrate this thing's like its spirit, it doesn't work, and he's like, oh, stay right there. As he continues to try to concentrate on this thing.
Okay, Mihan.
Mihan sees a beetle on one of the books and she swipes it. Any insect that she sees and she whispers into it. And then lets it fly into, I don't know, any orifice that it has.
I won't discriminate. Any orifice.
Whichever one. It crawls as she casts a hex as her bonus action. Her
Okay.
movement goes behind this thing and she
You hide
hides
okay.
as an action.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the hex is a bonus action?
Yeah, because I can't
Okay,
do a spell.
make your stealth roll then.
Nice, love it.
Oh, and now we've done 7.
A whole tour of the whole. Of the
7.
whole
No, yeah, she bumps into the bookcase on accident. She's like, "Ay," and she swears in her language. But she holds her breath.
The creature, you hear some intake of breath, and then it goes and looks upstairs at Wezley. It jumps onto the bookshelf, climbs over the top up the mezzanine, and launches itself on you.
Oh!
So it does 2 actions. The first is it tries to knock you prone,
Oh yes.
and if it
Ooh.
does that, then it can have advantage on its next attack.
It will do a pretty good job of it, I imagine.
Natural 1.
Oh, bad! Wezley, as this thing tries to push me over, he holds up the book between him and the thing, and like the book just like takes the brunt of it and flies out of his hands.
And as it tries to climb up that bookshelf, it's such a bad roll, it knocks down the bookshelf and books fly everywhere. Its second attack, though, it rakes you with its claws.
Yes.
10!
Oh, that doesn't hit me! That doesn't hit me! He's just through sheer nimbleness desperation, he just goes, oh! And he like throws himself against the railing of this floor just to get out the way of the attack.
Success. Reef.
Great. Wait, is he? Oh yeah, that was his turn. As a quick bonus action, she always carries her dog whistle on her shoulder, just for quick. So she remembers that her dog is upstairs. She has no idea if it's going to be able to find her, but she's like, well, let's give it a go. Blows in the whistle. Then she's going to run up the staircase. Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom.
no
so
problem.
that she is flanking the creature.
Yes.
Which can I just double check? Will I get like sneak attack damage if I am flanking? Like if my ally is next to the creature?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's
Okay,
right.
so okay, great. Well, then she grabs her rapier out with her other hand and she stakes a stab.
Okay, advantage, because you're flanking, you get advantage.
Right. Okay.
Nice, buddy.
That's a 12 plus 5.
17.
17.
17 hits, yeah.
Great.
Oh,
It's hexed.
love it.
So
But
then I
that's
get to
only my
roll
damage.
a
Oh,
6. Okay, great.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, 6, 8 points of damage.
Yeah, not
Wow! Okay, you have it flanked. Wezley, it's right in front of you.
bad. Yes.
Doesn't take its eyes off you as the rapier stabs it.
Yes. Wezley, Wezley kind of wants to scrabble backwards. I don't think he can't think to not get away from it.
Okay.
So that's what he's doing. 1, 2, 3.
Disengaging. Or not.
No.
Okay?
He's not.
Opportunity attack. It claws for you and gets another 10. I'm getting terrible rolls.
So yeah, he like throws himself here against the wall, and as he's like hits the wall, he almost wins himself against the wall as he's like unclasping his book, and then he's like trying to find the right page, and then as he charges up his hand from his book, he casts magic missile, and 3 darts fly into him. Boosh, boosh. And that is a 2, a 2, and a 4, which is 8 plus 3 is 11.
Oh my goodness, you guys have done a lot of damage to it. Mihan.
Pew pew pew. Pew, 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 pew. Mihan takes a step out to see, so that it's in her vision. And she holds tightly onto her staff, and she tastes a little bit of like black tar from her breakfast this morning.
Oh my god.
And she looks right at it. She says, all right, let's see what you can do. And then she does Eldritch Blast but because she still has these
still
overpowered.
empowered, you're
Yeah,
still
so
empowered.
advantage, right?
Advantage, yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Love
hexed. So it's 15. Does 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Whoa!
15 doesn't hit.
17 hit, but a 15 does not.
Whoa!
15
It's
So oh man, so all this electricity kind of just flies, but it hits like the mezzanine instead of him. And she says,
Roll damage, please.
"Oh, to see if the mezzanine kind of hits."
nice.
Let's see. 7.
You're empowered
plus-
double that.
Oh yes.
Oh!
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, because it's a charisma thing. 15.
Great.
The mezzanine.
You hit the floor. The floor cracks a twain in
Yes.
two,
Oh.
and the entire mezzanine collapses.
Whoopsie daisy.
Yes.
Everyone needs to make perfect. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Wow.
Make,
Oh, wow.
make a dexterity save, all three of you, the creature and
Okay.
make a dex save.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, the creature fails miserably and falls
Falls.
into the pile of rubble.
10.
It's gonna see me.
Oh, dearie me.
yeah.
Oh,
And what'd you get,
dearie
Wezley?
me. 6.
And all three of you land on top of each other
Oh
in the
no!
pile. Boosho!
No.
Oh, your elbows in my face.
And bookshelves collapse on top of you.
Oh.
Oi!
Oh, shoot.
Did it? Who landed on the top?
Wesley was the furthest away.
Okay.
Wesley's on top, but the bookshelf, he had a bookshelf right behind him. And the bookshelf lands on top of him.
Wow.
Reef,
Yep.
4.
Get it.
Oh.
Wesley, 1.
Oh!
Nice.
Ow, the corner got me!
Did you?
Ow!
But one of the one of the broken pieces of masonry skewers right into this thing, and it is badly hurt. But seeing Wesley so close, it tries to push Reef aside and just grab and bite you.
Oh!
Wesley.
Oh my gosh.
So it's
Bring it.
Here comes the grab.
Yeah.
If he grabs, it's an advantage.
Okay.
I think a 19's gonna grab you.
Yes. Is it against my AC?
AC, yeah.
Yeah. It's grabbed successfully.
Bite at advantage 15.
Oh, that hits.
These teeth, its mouth opens, vertically, and catches on. Oh man. I'm getting terrible rolls. It gets a +2 to that. 5.
Still significant.
5.
Given how hit points, it's still quite
Yeah,
well.
given how many hit points I have.
Glad you haven't rolled very well.
Yeah, it's still quite a bit.
Did we get those healing potions?
No.
Okay,
We did not.
Reef, the creature is right in front of you. Wesley's right on top of you. There are books all over the place.
Oh my
With a
gosh.
sandwich.
Okay, Reef is gonna do her best because they're kind of like, I feel like she's almost elevated,
Yeah.
because of all the thing. She is gonna try and rummage her hands under the creature. She's gonna push forward into a dive, and as she turns and flips over, she's gonna pile drive
Oh my god!
into the ground.
Push. So athletics roll to push yourself out
Yeah.
of the thing.
Come on.
19 to push
Definitely.
out. Great, and then pile drive.
Pile drive.
Yeah, come on, Paul.
Let's go!
Do it there.
Okay, what's that? Plus strength?
Strength.
Um,
It's unarmed. Yeah, plus your strength modifier.
it's plus 3, 12, 15.
Okay, look.
No, that doesn't hit.
But
does
you
it?
still got it in your hands.
Okay,
Okay,
great.
so you and the creature, it doesn't take any damage. It falls with a lot of grace. I can't get it out. But you land on top of it.
Great.
And you're now sandwiching it between the top piece of bread and the bookshelf is the bottom piece of bread, and
Great.
below it.
Great. Surely my weight does something.
Your weight, it's pinned.
Yes,
Right?
yeah.
It's going to have to do a significant athletics roll to be able to get away.
Yeah, great.
Wesley.
Wesley sandwiched between like a bookshelf and another bookshelf and like a book like open on his head. He kind of, I feel like one hand and his book are like stuck behind him. So he like just pulls out his other hand and then he goes, the only thing he can cast without his book, which is Toll the Undead. And he just goes, and tries to get him with this. Like,
And it succeeds this time.
oh yes!
Okay,
and he's
here
taking
we
damage,
go.
which means it means I roll a d12 instead. Yes. 11.
11. Oh my goodness. Wow, it is dying. But definitely, and there's panic in its eyes. Mihan.
Mihan looks at it and says, okay. She looks at the destruction she's made and just, okay, let's try that again. This time something a little more gentle, huh? And then she waves her hand and like from her hand, a skeletal frosty hand just crawls out and like becomes a spider and like tries to sneak under Reaf, but to touch the creature over there. And she casts Chill Touch.
At advantage.
Nice.
Oh, that was so close. Never mind. So that's a 9 plus 5.
Just as it's coming up, it wriggles its weird head out of the way, and the Chill Touch just charges on the bookcase instead. I still want you to roll damage.
Damage. 2d8.
Uh-huh.
10.
It's necrotic damage or is it cold damage?
It is necrotic damage.
All right, so it doesn't do anything particular to
No.
the books. That's fine.
It just kills the books.
It drains them of their life.
The creature tries to get away from Reaf.
Yeah, go on, give it a go.
Okay.
Opposing strength?
Opposing strength.
Oh, nice. Love it.
You need to beat.
Oh.
You need to beat 14.
Oh, I don't. I'm tired. I got a 5.
Okay. It wiggles out and launches at Weasley.
Weasley.
So it's action. Will it? Is that the action? I'm gonna only give it one attack. 14.
Oh, that's a hit, you dirty dog.
Oh, crap.
Play it where it lay. 2.
Oh, damage.
Yeah. Plus 2. Sorry, 4.
Oh, so how does this thing attack me?
It comes and it just digs its claws into your face.
Great. So Weasley tries to like move out the way, but it gets like a great big gash against his head. It got me. And then he kind of like starts deteriorating in this pile of books.
Oh God.
Okay. Reaf.
Okay, all right. I've got my rapier still, so I'm just going to go and run at it, charge, and have another badinga. Oh, okay. It's a 23.
Yep.
Not Badenga.
Great. Rapier does 8 damage.
You need to get 2.
Great. 10.
10. More than enough, and it is dead.
Oh, crap. All right, great. She instantly pulls it out, she kicks it aside, and she looks at Mihan. Did we get in the healing potion?
No, but then Mihan just wants the Eldritch Blast door open.
Spoosh!
Yeah, because she can do damage on furniture and mezzanines, but not creatures.
The door is just obliterated, yep.
Oh, Cyril, Reaf, I don't know what to call you.
Yeah.
Where's the nearest nurse bay? I don't know.
Upstairs. All right,
Upstairs.
she grabs Weasley
You know this
and then
castle.
she starts running.
You know where it is.
Yeah.
You start running, double running. Wesley, first life or death save.
Oh.
Here, we use the big dice for
use the
this.
big one.
Oh, D20 Collective, come on, come through.
D20. Collective.
17.
1 success.
And Weasley finds himself again traversing this long pathway in darkness, which he got a wee taste of before. But he was saved so quickly last time. But this time around, he gets to spend a little bit more time here. And he's scared again. But he's got a little bit of excitement to be here as he kind of looks at this long path of death. Yeah, that's good.
As your vision is tunneling in.
Yeah.
Reaf is running. She is
Mihan
long
is
stride, going.
You keep going. I will catch up. Mihan is while she's on the move. I want to see if there's any signs of people who would have released that creature.
Perception roll.
Yeah. 15.
Okay, I'll come back to you in a second.
Okay.
Because Reaf running. Second roll.
Come on. Be good. 13.
13. Reaf, you are fast.
Yeah.
Boom. Next round, you'll be there.
Great.
Mihan, trailing behind, going past some corridors, you see a man who sees you, who is looking at you and disappears into a room. On his head, stag horns.
Stag horns.
Ooh.
Stag horns and a cloak of green. Sees you and retreats into the hall, into a door behind him as you run past. Round 3. Make your next roll.
Come on, buddy. Wesley is getting further down this road of death. 5.
First fail. But Reef, you reach the healer's room.
Right, yeah. Oh, quick. Oh, yeah, it's the Lord. He's the king now. He's the Lord now. He needs a thing now.
Put him on the table. She says, put him on the table. We'll see what we can do. And she's trying to be calm. She says, now you move away.
I think Reef is just in a bit of a panic, thinking about like the fact that she kind of feels like the gods are against her. Like she kills one lord, the other lord dies, and she's like accidentally knocking over all of these things. And she's usually pretty stealthy, but I think she's having a panic attack. Yeah, she's just knocking stuff over with her elbows by accident.
Mihan, you come into this chaos, and the healer comes over to Wesley. Next roll, Wesley.
Behave.
It sat on 3.
And then it dunk. 17.
Another day.
Oh, there we go.
So as Wesley's walking down, this is the longest he's spent in this suspension. And he doesn't know where he is. And he's kind of spent some time just like looking around and peering. But it's Wesley himself that decides, okay, that's enough time here. And then kind of like feels like smell and ringing ears, like reality ushers him back into the waking world and goes,
There's a woman right above you. Yes, Mihan?
Yeah, Mihan is with Reef and just trying to calm her down, do breathing. And she says, "You're like my daughter. Oh my gosh! Just take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and again." And I look over to Wesley. Oh, look, see, take a breath and look at Wesley. Look, he is fine.
Yeah.
Shh.
The healer grabs some lavender
yeah.
Ooh.
and says, Medora, bless my hands. And she places her hands on your neck, and you are healed of 5 hit points. You're still badly wounded, but she stops the blood flow, which would have caused you to bleed out.
You're right.
Yes.
Don't do that.
I did.
You idiot.
Yeah.
We need to get us to have some better armor.
And that is when the scream starts.
What a scream!
Somewhere inside the castle, a woman's voice screams out in pure terror or pain or both.
Do we know that scream?
Oh
Does
no.
that sound like a motherly scream?
It sounds like a motherly scream.
No.
Oh my god.
And at that, we'll take a short break. Okay.
Rot roll.
Ruh-roh.
Oh no.
We're gonna take a short break. We'll see you guys back in 10 minutes.
See y'all.
See you soon.
Hey there, fellow adventurers. Want to dive deeper into the world of Dice Legends? Join our incredible Patreon community. We have 3 tiers for different levels of involvement. First, our official Patreon tier is perfect for supporting the show without breaking the bank. Get news about the show and gifts of art and music. Next, our Lore Legends tier is for those craving hidden tales and untold secrets. Get unlimited access to our exclusive and constantly expanding lore document, as well as behind-the-scenes content. Finally, our World Builder tier offers the ultimate Dice Legends experience. As well as all the news and gifts and lore, you get to collaborate with us. contribute ideas, and see your creations come to life in future episodes. To choose the tier that suits you best, head over to our Patreon page now, linked below, and level up your Dice Legenz experience. Hope you had a good break. So when we left you, a scream, a motherly scream, echoed through the castle. Wesley's very injured. You're still lying on the stretcher. The healer turns around in aghast. What are you doing?
Oh,
Right, we're under attack. We can't stay here.
no. That sounded like.
Oh yeah, God, the scream. Oh, that sounded like Mum.
That sounded like Mother. Then Wesley tries to right himself up on the bed and get down, and he's just making sure that his neck isn't still open.
At the same time, Reaf just runs at him and scoops him up on his shoulder, and then grabs Mihan on the other shoulder and starts running.
Oh, okay. Mihan was about to reach out for some healing potions, but gets snatched away. Like, ah!
And you go running into the corridors. What's your intention?
just to run straight to the source of the scream.
Well, it's hard for you to. How the heck are you going to figure that
I'm
out?
kind of wanting to go to either like, I'm guessing when the scream is, but also heading towards like the last time we saw Mother, maybe
Okay.
her quarters.
Okay, great. Why don't you guys make some perception rolls, because there's more noise happening than just that. Anyone that wants to make one?
13.
21.
6.
Just as well that Reef is the one that's carrying you guys. Reef is definitely upstairs, coming from upstairs.
Great. That's where we're going.
So vaulting around these curved staircases,
Yep.
going upstairs up to the 3rd level where the rooms are of the family, of the Lord and Lady and their family, is definitely where you hear sounds of fighting. You hear the sounds of men shouting, saying, "What is that thing? Protect the lady!"
Oh, crap. All right. Are you ready for another fight, Wesley? How are you feeling?
Yes, okay, I'm good. Yeah, and then he feels, he's got his book at his side and he's ready to go on. Okay.
You okay, Mihan? You got your staff?
Yeah, of course I've got. What? That's my voice. Yes, I have got it.
As they're barreling towards like where his mother is, all Wesley is thinking in his head is that he doesn't want to be going in this direction.
Oh.
He doesn't want to be going towards the danger. He wants to lock himself in a cupboard. Because that thing tried to kill him.
Yeah.
And so he's all he's thinking is that it's going to try and kill him again. But he feels himself being carried along and he's like delirious, but then he's also bound by responsibility, and so he's getting flushed with panic. Where are we? I'm sick. I'm hurt.
I'm sorry, Wesley. I tried to get you another a healing potion, but someone had to pick us up.
We'll get some on our way out. That's what makes sure your mum's okay.
Yes, mother.
The door leading into your mother's room is open. I'll leave it there so that you know where it is. I'm not going to build the corridors outside. We don't need Ātukaan. Just briefly pause for a moment. How are you going over there? Doing okay? Great, thanks. Okay. Right. The door is open, and you can hear the sounds of metal hitting, of grunting. What are you doing?
Bursting in. I put these two down, and then I run straight into the door.
Okay, you run in. As you get in, yes, another one of those creatures, or the same creature, is there. There are 2 of the guards that are desperately trying to fight it.
I think Reef's first instinct when she walks in is to look for the queen, the lady.
A lady who is on the ground.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, my God.
Layout. This room has. This room is. Can you help me put some chairs around, please? Here we
Some
go.
tables or just chairs?
That's enough. Just put, if you can put those chairs in there, add a little bit of detritus, and there's one more chair for you to place in there someplace. This room is her private room that she would retire to when she wanted rest. The door here is to her bedroom, and this room here is a private room that neither of you have ever been in.
Oh.
Okay, so you burst in. Reef, you're first. What are you gonna do?
Okay, I'm gonna go straight onto the creature, grab my rapier, stab at the back.
Okay, go for it.
It was a 4.
It hears you coming, boom, 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 and it just kind of moves out of the way, and its teeth are red.
Great.
Ugh.
Okay, I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to try and move in front of my mother.
Yeah,
Can I
that's
do
going to be
that?
very difficult.
Yeah. That's okay.
Because your action was to attack it,
It
you
was.
won't be able to.
No, that's okay.
I'll allow you to move next to her
Yeah.
over there.
I think what I'll do is use the rest of my movement to roll and do a forward flip
Okay,
to the side. So I'm gonna roll off the creature.
that's fine. That's fine. Cool. Great. Thank you, Wezley.
As Wesley stands to the threshold and he sees this creature again, he goes, and then his instincts inside tell him to run. But he manages to stay. He shuffles a few feet back down the hall. He still manages to cast Toll the Dead on this thing as he tries to, Toll the Dead him.
Okay, go for it.
You roll a wisdom saving throw.
Well, I will definitely do that.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I'm going to try to do that and and it gets a great roll. I'm sorry, these things are pretty tough.
Yeah, Wesley's head wasn't in it either. He kind of just went through the motions of the spell, but I think barely a fizzle comes out as he sees this thing down the hall and he sees it attacking his mother. And he goes,
Mihan.
Mihan takes a step in front, of Wezley. And over her shoulder, she says, "You should probably hide. This one keeps trying to find you and your family." And she goes for a crack of electricity for her Eldritch Blast. Let's go. 14 doesn't hit.
14 does not hit, and it goes all the way through the open door. I will move the door now. And
Into the
just
wall.
Into the wall. Thankfully, there was a clear pathway. You didn't hit anyone else. Go for it. Roll damage.
Damage for the wall. 8, 9, 10, 11.
And there's a whole bunch of the masonry
Oh god.
explodes around.
As she holds her staff, she's like, "Oh, my aim is not good. Wezley, how do I do this? How do I drive this thing?"
The creature sniff, sniff, sniff. Its nostrils flare. And it smells Wezley.
Wezley, I tell you to run.
Smells Wezley and abandons your mother and runs towards Wezley. Reef and the two guards both get opportunity attacks as it disregards you completely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Runs over to Wezley.
22.
Yep, you hit.
6 points of damage.
It's already taken some damage already. You're not the first to have hit it, so it's looking wounded. The guards have done some damage to it, but it is still alive as it runs right next to Mihan and Wezley and tries to bowl you over again. And I'm getting, I rolled another 10.
Oh, that's a miss. Yeah.
The two guards, one who's in charge, this one here who's in charge, says, "Get the creature all see to her ladyship." Goes over to see to her, and the other one rushes over, flanking the creature with Wezley on the other side, attacks and strikes the beast. Does a great job. Does some actual damage to it. It's looking badly hurt, but it's still up. And Reef's your turn.
Okay, since I'm seeing the lady on the ground, I immediately go down and assess what her injuries were. If she looks like not so fragile for me to pick her up, I'm gonna put her on my shoulders.
Yeah, I think she's not conscious anyway.
Okay, great. I'm gonna pick her up and I'm gonna bolt towards the. I think to myself as I pick her up, I think I can't go this way towards the hospital, so I'll check this door because I've never been through that, so it might lead me through to the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, pick her up and it's locked.
Well, I boot it.
You smash it. Go ahead. You don't need to roll to hit, just roll damage. Odds are 1, evens are
4.
A 4, even. Okay, thank you. Plus your strength damage.
Plus 3.
Okay, you crack it, but this is a sturdy wall.
Gotcha, that's cool.
You crack it and you break a plank, but that's it.
And I just say to the man behind me, like, help me get this down. We need to get her to the hospital.
He says, yes, your ladyship.
With this thing in front of him, Wezley will step back, like desperately training his eyes on this thing and kind of like putting out his hands to disengage from it. And once he disengages, he runs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He runs as fast as he can down the hallway, and it just goes.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Oh, not a chase.
All right.
And he's just got terror on his mind. That's all he's feeling now, is just utterly terrified of this thing.
Okay, you disengage so it doesn't get to attack you. Mihan, it's right next to you.
It's right next to me. If I take a step back, but it's not, because it's not focused on me, does it still opportunity attack me?
If you move out of its space, it'll get an opportunity attack. But if you just move one square
to make it a diagonal rather than like right in front of him, I don't know. Just to do another Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes. I'm missing. Oh, there we go. 24.
You hit.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Finally. Crack.
Crack.
Crackety.
Oh.
9 plus 8 is 17. plus my charisma. 18, 19, 20.
20!
Jeez!
Smack it down.
Yeah.
This is the most powerful Eldritch Blast you've ever done.
I think it's like she's shaking as well. Like the electricity is in her fingers as well. And the taste of tar is stronger. And it's just like, I swear, I washed it out already this morning. But
And you blast it to smithereens.
yeah.
Nice.
Suck it.
And
Not in character.
it is just completely, it just bursts.
Oh.
Everywhere, goo, glunk, everywhere.
Oh, and it's all over Mihan, and she like wipes it off, and she looks at the guard next to her who is also covered, and she says, I am so sorry about that, and she starts wiping it from him, and he goes, I think it's time for you to have a shower, huh? Yeah.
He says, no problem. Lord, it's safe. The creature is gone. And he runs after you.
Wezley's bolting. And he...
Oh, well, did you get past 50?
He's running, and I guess at some point, he's running, he just goes, oh! And then
Mihan goes,
it just gets his arm flies backwards, and then he just gets set on the ground. He just hits the deck. And then as soon as he's sat on the ground, he just looks for the nearest door and like scrabbles for it and tries the jiggles at the handle, just tries to push it open.
Yes.
And if the door can open, he'll just slam it shut behind him, and we'll just kind of sit down behind the door and go, oh.
Okay.
Oh, Mihan, who got pulled by that force, just tries to find Wezley with the guard as well. She runs.
Meanwhile, sorry, you're going to say...
No, I was going to be like, Wezley, why are you running away? I said hide, not run.
Reef. Smash. You smash it the second time.
Yep.
And it's like you've never been in this room before. It's like a closet, but it has a whole bunch of other finery in it.
Oh.
It's like there's some small silver coffers, there's a mirror, and there's some beautiful clothes in here. And there's a window on the other side.
I think Reef immediately runs up to the window just to see if she can see a way out.
Yep, you can smash the window and get out.
But then she realizes that she needs to get to the hospital, so that might not be necessarily the best way. She just kind of takes note of this room, and she sprints right out and then right out of there, and she goes the way that she knows to the hospital.
Okay. And you run past Reef, you run past the guard, you run down the stairs, you run down the second flight of stairs to the healer.
Yeah. I can't have both of your deaths on my hands. Come on.
Okay. And you hand it over to the healer. Meanwhile, Wezley, you hear, filtered through the doorway, you hear, Wezley, I told you to hide, not to run.
Wesley is sitting up against behind the door and he's holding his head and he's saying, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away.
Where are you, Wesley? Wesley! Hey. Do I see like footprints or like?
No.
He's got clean shoes.
I'll tell you what,
Huh?
thick, deep woolen carpets. Okay?
Okay.
All right, if you want to see, if you can
Look, there's any.
Survivalism.
survival or investigation, one of those two.
8, 9, 10, 11. 11.
Sorry, there's been a lot of people that have been walking on these woolen carpets.
Hi. She just keeps opening random doors. Oh, sorry. I can't.
Wezley, are you doing anything? Or because at this rate, she's going to find you pretty soon, unless you're doing anything else.
No, he's just sitting there. He's just sitting there against the door, just like, yeah, head in his hands. Just...
There you are, Wesley. Wesley,
If you open the door, then he just kind of like falls flat onto the ground and just goes, and as the door opens, he just goes,
Oh, Wesley, come. Wesley, come here. She kneels over to Wesley and she surprisingly like is warm to Wesley for this. She pats his head. Oh, Wesley, I know it is very scary right now, but you are a strong boy, okay? I have seen you go through so many scary things before, you know? Things that I have never seen before, but you did it, and you are a strong man. And now you are Lord. I know it is heavy on your chest, but take a deep breath in your nose and blow out through your mouth. One more time. And blow. You are a strong man, Wesley. The creature is gone now. You, look at you. Oh, there is a strong boy there. Wow. You know, you remind me of my daughter who lives in Aratai right now. She was always so scared of the monsters at the night, you know. She would always say, Mama, there's monster in my cupboard. Mama, there's monster under my bed. But, you know, we just breathe together. Sometimes she's scared of her new job, and we just breathe together, and that's what we will do here. We will breathe. Breathe.
We will breathe.
Sorry, my accent makes it sound worse. No, we will breathe.
Breathe together.
We will breathe together. And you will become a strong lord. I made that mistake with my daughter. Yes, she said, Mama, you need to say breathe with the TH.
Okay, downstairs. It's way too late. It's way too late.
Oh. Right, but what can you do though? Like, you're the healer, so you're supposed to do your job.
I'll do what I can. She says, Medora, bless my hands. Get some more lavender. I'm just throwing dice everywhere.
God
That's,
damn.
there's a D20.
Try some sage. Here, give that a go.
Yeah, it's the creature that attacked her. The same type of creature that attacked you has, she's gone.
Oh, Reaf just thinks about the fact that she not only killed her husband and Wesley's dad, she then has to break the news about Wesley's mum, and she hearing Wesley's thoughts on her shoulder as they were running in, she knows that he's already in a distressed state of mind. Oh crap. And I think Wezley does really feel for this woman. Not necessarily as a mum, but more as like a caregiver to Wezley, knowing that he now has no one but her, and also feels kind of bad for that. She just looks at the healer and she goes, "Keep this between you and I, right?" Takes out 20 gold.
She says, "I don't need your money. I don't need your money. Okay, we don't want to shock the young lord.
No, and we can't have anyone else finding out about this.
Yet. It can't hold on for too long."
I don't.
Okay. What the hell did you just...
What? Me? No. Oh, please continue.
Okay. Made me so suspicious. Don't do that.
No, I just can't.
Okay.
I can't believe it. I can't believe what you're doing, but also, I love it. But I'm not telling.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Oh.
No. I'm just amazed.
Yeah, right. And no one else can know about this. There'll be uproar.
We can't keep it hidden for long.
No, that's fine. Give me a day at least, all right? I'll come up with an excuse.
Okay, so we say that she's badly wounded, she's badly hurt, she can't see anything, her life's in the balance, and she can't be seen by anyone.
Yeah.
Surely others have seen, know that she's hurt.
Yeah, but I wonder if there's a bit of hospital that we could have transported her to in the meantime to get other treatment. Or something.
Interesting idea. This is the best stocked.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fine. Leave her here. Lock the doors. I'll send for food for you.
Okay. You'll have to. I don't know how you're gonna stop the young lord from coming down here, because I won't stop him.
I'll think of something. She walks back and she... Wezley! Mihan!
And
you hear her voice echoing from
Wezley!
downstairs.
Mihan!
I think Reaf is looking for us. We must look for your mother.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
You're a strong boy. Strong man, even.
Thank you.
Okay? Now we do not talk about this.
No.
The rape. You are a strong man that you did not need me, okay?
Okay.
You did not need me for this.
Sister.
You leave the room that you were hiding in and come out of that room, and the two guards that were protecting your mother are there, and they say, "Lord, your mother has been taken downstairs. Your sister has taken her downstairs."
Then we go there.
Let's go. All right. We need to get you seen as well. You still look pale.
Yeah, I'm all right considering.
Coming down the stairs, the arched stairs, looking over the banister,
I see.
there is a shadow cast below. It's like someone's walking further into the castle, wearing stag horns on their head, in the direction of the healing ward.
Mihan hustles it a little bit more. She wants to warn Wezley, but I think after seeing his little stress situation, I don't think that now's a good time to scare him even more after we just got him all brave again. But she's gonna be on double lookout for that. Like, she wants to really keep her ears open, her eyes open, senses a tingling for any future attacks around them.
You guys are heading down the stairs.
Yeah.
Wezley, I'm not going to allow you to do any rolls at all. I'm assuming that you're under emotional distress.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
At this stage?
Yeah.
Fine. Reaf.
I'm just going to keep walking at quite a haste
And you
and to try and catch up with Wezley and
Okay,
Mihan.
so you're moving, and as you are leaving you're like in the corridors because you've left the healing ward, and there's some corridors within the castle that then reach the open area where the staircase is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and as you move into those corridors, at the end of the corridor, there's a man standing. He's
Ah.
tall and thin. He wears green robes, and he has a hood over his. You've never seen this man before. He looks completely out of place in this castle. Dirty robes. And upon his hood, whether it's part of his hood or part of his head, you do not know, but there are stag horns coming out from his head.
Reaf instantly knows that this guy is. Since she hasn't seen him, she knows that he is not here for good. And her kind of training kicks in and she just says, not part of this family. I'm here for money. Your beef is not with me.
He takes a small step towards you. He holds his hands together in front of him, and he slowly walks. He's got a heavy footfall, and he says, I am not here for money. I have no money.
What do you need? I might be of service.
I know who you are.
Well, that's a one-way street. I've got no idea who you are.
Your mother, does she yet live?
Aye, she's alive. I can lead you to her if you like.
I would like that.
Well, while we're walking and talking, I want you to tell me your business here. I'm guessing you want her dead.
He says, I have come for payment. Long overdue.
Well, I thought you didn't want money.
I don't. Mihan, Wezley, you reach the bottom of the staircase. And you start. Where are you going?
Towards the healing ward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we I suspect my mother is?
Yeah.
Okay, you start moving towards the healing ward. You have to go through a couple of turns and corridors to reach it. Reaf, you and this tall man with antlers reach the door, and he says, this payment has been coming a long time.
What is it exactly that you need?
He says,
Also, my plan wasn't necessarily to lead him to...
okay, what are you
The
trying to do?
villa.
What are you trying to do?
I was actually more wanting to lead him to her room, where
Okay.
she last was,
Okay.
and into that little secret little
Okay,
room.
great. In that case, so in that case, heading him through the corridors,
Yeah.
let's see how good your deception is,
Oh.
shall we?
Sorry, that was a weird sound.
You might still have inspiration.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's just go for it. Okay. Deception. Oh, it's a -1. A 12.
12. Okay, you start
Man.
leading him.
Something.
You start leading him.
Or as Roddy would say, a 12!
It doesn't take him long as you're turning down different corridors to sense that something isn't right. And he stops at the moment, and then brief second later, Mihan, Wezley, and the two guards turn around the corner and are facing you. Only about 30 feet away from you. The corridor is a long, straight corridor with a couple of doors on either side. You're in the downstairs, the kind of servants area of the castle.
Wezley, nope, that's not my name. Mihan puts a hand on Wesley's arm, as like a warning to see, like, to say, like, kind of. Oh, hang on, I've got. Wait, does a human count as awakened as a creature?
What are you trying to do? Tell me what you're trying to do.
I've got awakened mind, as a warlock, which I can speak telepathically to any creature you can within 30 feet of you.
Oh,
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah. Mihan communicates to Wezley that this man is not good news.
Wezley,
I think he's after you.
Wezley recognizes the voice. Neat trick. He thinks to himself.
Right, you lot, turn around. This man's here for his payment.
Of course.
He, seeing all of you and the guards, stops moving forwards and just kind of slowly starts backing away from you, Reaf.
Suspicious. Where are you off to, sir? I was taking you to see the Queen, the lady.
The payment will wait. I can claim it another day. He grabs at his necklace. From beneath his robes, he pulls out a necklace. And the necklace is a combination of of knuckle bones that have been threaded together. He utters something, and his body turns into a group of ravens. And they flutter around the hallway for a little bit, around you, Reaf, and then disappear behind you.
That was impressive.
Reef looks straight towards Mihan and Wezley, and she just starts walking at pace, and she grabs him by the hands, but like, we need to go.
What were you doing with that man?
I was trying to lead him away. I led him right to you. I'm sorry. We need to go. Someone is after us. You're not safe here. Your mum wants you to leave immediately.
Where is she?
She's in the hospital, but I ain't got time. You ain't got time. She looks at the guards and she says, go. Go to the hospital bay. Now.
They say, they look to you, Wezley, to confirm or deny the order.
Yes, go to the hospital bay. What?
As you wish. And they both jog off.
And I just said, listen to the nurse. As they go.
Okay.
We need to go. You're not safe. You're not safe.
Weasley. Yeah. Weasley's definitely very susceptible right now. Who was that man? Do you know?
I don't know.
I think I saw him earlier while I was running down. He just disappeared into the shadows, and I think he was the one who
Sent the creatures.
Can't I just
Yes.
Can I just see how she's doing before we leave?
Wezley, we need to go.
Yeah.
All right?
We have to remember when we were talking. We have to be strong and brave. This is one of those times.
This is what she wants.
Surely, yes. A mother would want that for her son. Yeah.
He looks at both of them, and then he's like,
I don't know.
What are you not telling me? What?
I'm not.
We need to go and see the king.
Why do I suddenly feel I can't trust either of you?
Wezley.
Get out of my way.
and then he starts marching towards the hospital bay.
I mean, are you hiding something? Because
Yes, I am. And then
what are you hiding?
knocks him out.
Oh my god.
Can Weasley try and not be knocked out?
Yes, you can.
Opposing knockout roll?
Yeah, all right.
It's going to be an attack,
Sure.
and it is at advantage.
Is it a sneak attack? No.
Ooh, it's only a 10 that I rolled. Do
Miss.
Oh.
She swings above you.
And as she does that, Weasley kind of just goes, as she's swinging, he just like falls backwards, and then he goes and casts sleep on her.
Mihan screams.
I don't have anything to like, stop that.
I'm going to roll 5d8.
All right, try then.
Wait, I'm in with the range as well.
Take out my hit points. What do you have to do?
Yeah, I have to roll over your hit points.
But also my hit points, right?
Okay.
Ah.
Oh. So 5, 10, 14, 21.
Oh.
Boom!
Does that include me?
How many hit points did you take?
I would localize it on us. I'm trying to exclude you from
Okay.
it because you will fall asleep before Reef does. But unless it gets both of you.
Well, I only honestly had 9 hit points left. So.
Oh right.
I have
Oh well,
17.
21.
I'm 17.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
No. He would have excluded you anyway
Nice.
because he's trying to get Reef.
Reef falls to the ground.
What is this? Oh, I'm glad I never have sibling. What?
Yes.
Wesley,
Well,
that's not very nice.
it's about time I learned her true colours. And then he walks towards the sick bay.
Oh, I'm dragged along.
Yes.
Reap, wake up! Reap!
The guards are stationed outside the sick bay. Just as you arrive, they're coming out of the sick bay, close the door behind, and kind of stand on either side of the door. They nod at you and they say, "My lord, I'm sorry, no one's allowed to enter."
No one but the lord of this manor.
The one who's in charge rethinks and says, "Your liege." Opens the door and allows you to go in.
Risley
Risley.
has a sick feeling. He has a sick feeling. He knows what's awaiting him, but he comes into the room and then he says, "Is his mum there?"
And you can see that his mother isn't there. And one of the side rooms, the healer comes out of a side room that has a sick bay that you have been in before. The healer comes out and just kind of quietly closes it behind her and says, "You're wounded, your lord. Please come sit."
No.
And
Let me see her.
she says, "You are sick. We need to tend to you first."
You might be right. And then Wesley casts sleep on her.
And she falls asleep. Mihan, what are you doing through all this?
I think, well, Mihan wasn't trying to stop him. She just believed Reef and was like, "Yeah, we have to go." That's what a mother would want, and she's a mother. She understands that. But
23, by the way. Sorry.
But yeah, I think she just lets him
The guards outside.
go through, and actually, what? She looks at Wesley. Would you like me to leave you alone?
Wesley thinks for a second. Stay here. And then
Stands near some cabinets with potions.
Okay, the healer is on the ground.
he wants to see.
And you open the door and some very clean cotton has been put over, and you don't have to lift up to be able to tell whenever someone is completely covered like that and there's no movement, it's pretty clear.
Wesley's like, okay, right, all right. I'll need something.
I'm sorry, Wesley. I did not know.
Don't be sorry. Okay. And then he starts to think, where are my books? I must have kept one of them under the shed, or they can't burn them all. I need something.
What are you saying, Wesley? What do you need?
Chalk, fire.
What are you? Oh God, Wesley, what? What do you?
I need. Bring me anything vaguely magical from that room. And he points to like this opposite room.
Vaguely magical? I know that could be anything vaguely
He
magical.
has a thought for just a second.
Vaguely magical. What? I will step outside for you.
No. You have something I could use.
What can I possibly have?
You tell me, Mihan.
I don't have healing. There's some. I'm not a healer, Wesley.
I know you're not a healer, but you've got power.
Power to destroy, not help, not heal, Wesley. Mihan doesn't like the look on his face.
Do it myself then. And then Wesley is just trying to remember the tracts, the passages.
Oh.
He knows that they're long. They're so long. But if he has to do it from memory, then he'll try and do it from memory. He knows he's smart, and so he's gonna try and recollect. He's tried magic like this before, and it hasn't worked before.
Okay.
But why not this time?
Why not? Arcana roll, my friend.
What? Oh
Okay.
no! Oh no! I don't like this.
23.
Okay.
Wesley's tried a few different iterations of this kind of magic before, but the last one got him thrown out of his family house. But he's trying to recreate this all from memory. He needs anything vaguely magical in the vicinity, and he's going to try and write, like, he needs to be able to write symbols and draw circles, and so he's like dragging his mother's bed into like the middle of the room. He's like, "Can I have some help?"
Well, I think Mihan doesn't want to believe it, but I think she's understanding what he's trying to do. I think, because she's had this grief before. Wesley, it will not work.
How can you possibly
Wesley,
know
it
that?
is too dangerous, Wesley.
Don't tell me about the danger. I know how dangerous it is. Where is
Wesley, it is. If you go there, you cannot come back. If you try and do this, you cannot reverse it.
I'm aware, and plus it's only been minutes, surely. So, I just need some chalk. That's all I need. I just need chalk. There's got to be chalk here somewhere.
And Wesley, you know, thinking of what magical items? There is a pearl in your pocket.
He kind of like thumbs at the pearl in his pocket, and he's like, and then he looks upon it, and he's like, okay. And this is going to be the focus of his, where he draws all his attention to. That will certainly do in terms of magic. He senses a lot here, but otherwise he's trying to draw like the arcane, like every symbol as perfectly as he can, and he's hoping that those two elements alone are going to be enough.
Wesley, all I can do is warn you.
Well, I don't really have another option, so.
You do? I mean, good grief. Oh no, I think Mihan stops talking because she'll sound like a hypocrite.
And are you staying in the room? At the moment, you're in the room. Yeah.
I think Mihan is there just watching and observing.
Okay.
I think she doesn't want to watch it, but she does because she's worried that this could go horribly wrong, and she's there too.
Sorry, I interrupted.
No, it's all right.
You complete your memory under, you know how when people are under pressure, actually your ability to sometimes recall is enhanced.
His mind feels like a razor right now.
Oh.
And you looking down upon your work of the chalk and the charcoal that you have, there's plenty of charcoal here and chalk has been brought. You are 100% certain you've never done this as well before. There will be a cost.
Wesley.
You know there will be a cost, but you also know from your research that it's within the time window.
Wesley.
You just need to say the final words, the final forbidden words, and channel it.
It won't be the same.
I can't do nothing. And then he puts his hands together and he says the final incantation.
You can feel the power channeling from you into the pearl and then kind of spreading out, spreading around these runes and kind of gathering. And then, Mihan, the bed in front of you, there is movement on the bed in front of you.
I think Mihan just stays close to the walls, to the corner of the room. Sorry. The sleep spell wears off. Deep in the corridors of the castle, it seems quiet in here.
Reaf just gets this gut feeling that she's been here before. She gets instant deja vu, but it's like a vomit deja vu. She gets up, she doesn't run, she just very steadily paces back to the hospital room.
The guards look quite nervous as you pass them into the room. And Wezley, the final incantation happens, and you hear off from the bed in front of you. And then the burning starts. And you felt this burning before, but it's on your other hand now. Not the one with the metal glove on it, the other hand. And it starts on your fingertips, and the burning, and you can feel the flesh starting to burn and darken as it travels down your hand.
Wezley, what can I do?
Mihan, you hear Mihan. Reaf, you hear the sound of him gasping, and the healer also kind of stands up at the same time.
Oh, she instantly looks at the healer. She just grabs her by the neck and she goes, "Where's your anti-magic drawer? Your anti-magic potions, where are they?"
I don't have any of that.
What the hell? You live with a crazy person. She bursts through the room and she looks towards Wezley and the bed. She nails down, she grabs Wesley's hand.
No, Reap, no, don't do it.
Not again.
We can't lose. Not her.
Is it stopping?
I think
Come to your wrist by now, and the pain is decreasing.
It feels like I'm through the worst of it.
There's some movement on the bed. And the sheet kind of gets pulled back from one hand, it pulls back, and your mother sits up, ashen-faced, blood-covered.
Wezley, his first instinct is to hide his hand.
Wezley, what have you done? I told you to leave. She looks towards the lady.
The healer, who is aghast and confused. I'm sure she was dead. My lady, she says, are you feeling okay? And she rushes over to your mother to check her signs and gets a basin of water and starts washing the blood from her injuries away.
Reaf is just waiting. She's got her rapier at her hip. She's just waiting for something to happen. She is just sensing that something is going to go down.
No, I think Mihan is just watching in horror. Seeing someone being brought back from the dead is never fun. To be able to see it though happen gives a little bit of hope to Mihan. But for the most part, it's horror. She watches and she wants to watch the lady to see if she's moving naturally, if she's speaking naturally, or if she is not the same lady.
So she stands up and says, "Am I dreaming?
Mother,
Wezley,
you suffered such grave wounds, but my sister got you here as fast as she could, and think the 9 that she did. Mother, we so nearly lost you." And he turns to the healer and says, "Thank you for all your work."
The healer says, "You're welcome. I admit I don't.
Some of these things are beyond our understanding.
It's miraculous. It's a miracle."
Yeah.
And she turns to the lady and gently holds her hand and says, "Medora must have blessed you. Maybe Kifo, the god of death, wasn't ready for you yet. But welcome back. We must look after you carefully."
Right. Take her to her room. She looks towards the guards who are still there. Don't let her out of your sight.
They again look to Wezley for confirmation. They do, and they follow the lady, and they kind of carry her, because the healer is not able to carry her by her, and they help carry your mother through the corridors and out of sight.
Wezley, that was impressive, but I assume that is also not good for you. And she looks at his hand.
Right, so can you still do magic then if your hand's blackened?
But the other one still more or less works. Just going to make writing a bit more difficult.
And what happened the last time you tried this, Wezley?
Well, the other hand,
Right.
it didn't work.
And what happened to them?
It's not worth repeating.
Great. Well, I'm going to go find my dog, and I'm going to go for a walk, and maybe I'll meet Ātukaan on my walk. I don't know what to do with you anymore, Wezley. I don't trust you. Mihan, you need to stay away from him.
She holds up her wrist, which has the bracelet. And then she looks at Wezley and she says, "Wezley, when I said that it was time to be a brave and strong boy, this was not what I meant. But I am happy that you have her back."
He doesn't. Not for long.
You do what you want to do, Reef. You always have.
Not by much choice, though.
Conversation is interrupted. Another person appears at the doorway. It's Pelagar, with his crowns, and he said, "News of a disturbance has reached everyone in the castle. I see you're injured. This is terrible." I'm assuming the guards are redoubling their efforts?
Yes.
You've been attacked, and your mother's been attacked, but you're both okay. This is what I've heard.
Only by the grace of my companions here.
You need to double up on all your guards. Protect your superiors. Will the king still be wanting our presence?
Yes, it is essential that someone from your family, from each family, attends. Is your mother well enough to travel?
No. She shouldn't be able to come. She will need her rest. She took mortal wounds, but thankfully we were able to heal her moments before disaster.
In that case, Cyril, you will have to represent your family. Wezley, Lord of Walthonia, we leave in the morning.
That should give us some time to rest and recuperate, and then we'll be on the road.
And with that, we will finish our episode. Thanks for joining us, everyone. How is that, guys? How you doing?
Do you know what I just keep thinking? Just like thinking of crossovers to the other campaign, I was like, is this where the Dead Come Alive Again started?
Whereabouts was this on the timeline?
Oh, jeez!
What have you done, Truby? Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm nauseous.
Oh
I'm
no!
nauseous.
I'm nauseous! Oh no!
That was an enjoyable session.
Oh, I don't know what this means.
I can't wait for Ātukaan to come back.
What did you do?
Keep him away! Keep him away!
You strayed too far from the light.
It only could have happened in his absence, I think.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to say something like inspirational about it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what this means. This feels like a point of no return, and I don't. And I'm still trying to work out what it means. Yeah. Holy
I
moly!
know. Mihan said that you can't go back from this.
She was the perfect person to
I
have
know,
there
it was
as well.
so conflicting. As the player, I was like, I want to stop Truby right now, but as the character, I wanted to be truthful. I was like, no, I don't think she would
Oh my
because
gosh.
hypocrite.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Hey.
All right.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, we're gonna finish off. Thanks so much for joining us on our adventure. If you're new to us, hit us with a subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, hit us with a follow. If you're here on Twitch, it's great to have you with us.
Yay.
Irrespective, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our sponsors, shall we?
Do let's.
Let's talk about. Let's see who's
You
first on
and
our is Patreon.
That's right, Patreons. Thank you so much. We've seen a bit of an increase in our Patreon numbers over the past few months, which is so awesome that more people can't speak. I've used up all my energy casting death magic. But it's really awesome to see that community grow. Really, really appreciate you giving to us because it means that we can do this and we love doing this and we love giving it back to you. Yeah, so it's really awesome. And it also means you get a little bit of a discount on merchandise.
Yes, that has just dropped. The new Outcasts of Aromia shirts have just dropped, so go and check them out. I haven't actually checked them out.
You haven't?
No.
They actually only went live today.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
snap.
So
Go see
actually,
them for us.
I
yeah,
can't
you
wait
guys
to
haven't
have
seen
some.
them yet. Yeah, cool. Thanks. World Anvil. I'll talk about World Anvil this time because Truby's just talked about. World Anvil is the ultimate online world building tool set, campaign building tool set, great for building your world, linking to maps like we use here in our campaigns and on our world building streams, but also perfect for Dungeons & Dragons and other TTRPG games, great for dungeon masters to give handouts to their players, to give primers to people. It's a brilliant, brilliant tool set. We strongly recommend you try it out. We were using it for over a year before we sponsored with them. So we believe in the product.
Yeah, we
completely.
do.
And D20 Collective.
D20
please.
Collective have a lot of dice. I was about to say load of dice, like loaded dice, and I was like, no, they're not loaded. They're all good. They're great. They're amazing. And we've got the July edition dice this month even. A whole month. Where if they run out, they run out. So you gotta go there and then get those dice, those special type of dice. Also, D20 Collective is going to give us a big bundle to give away to once we reach, what was it, 2,500
when we're
followers.
and
So
we're marking on.
follow us. Go on.
Go on.
Go on. We won't bite. And also, if you see some dice on the website that you want, and you're like, I want this for cheaper, then you can put in the code 10Legends, and then you will get a discount. Go D20 Collective.
Nice
we love
one.
them, and they love you.
And finally, BD&D.
What have we got here,
So,
babe?
Oh no! I'm
we have
so
used
scared of
all
these
of our
so
graphics, so we're actually going to turn to the people that are watching live.
Oh yeah.
What genre are we having? Please, someone say what genre we're having.
Genre, please.
And please also say a Dungeons and Dragons term, some kind of
nice.
D&D term that we can use in this.
Oh, we got
Blues.
bluegrass and blues.
And hip hop. Oh god.
Did we do hip hop recently? No, we did. Oh yeah, lovely. Love the sound.
Spells black pudding.
Spell
Black
slot.
pudding.
Oh, and black pudding.
Pudding.
Do you know what black pudding is?
No.
Like, if not D&D terms.
Black pudding is a thing that like scoots around dungeons. It's like an ooze that oozes around dungeons, and it's acidic when it attacks you and gets rid of your armor. Well, let's do this.
Oh yeah, I got something.
Okay.
Yeah, here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
When you're a wizard, you wanna cast some magic. Yeah, you do. And you go to cast a missile, but then you find something tragic. Tell us what it is. Oh, you go to cast a spell and you find you cannot, just 'cause you ran out all of your spell slots.
Okay. I'm going to the dungeon and I found some food. Oh, that's not even food. That's just black pudding. Ooh, good. So I get my dice from BD&D. And I roll it. And I hit it. And the black pudding's gone. And my God, I did it. I went country, but that's okay tonight.
Thanks, BD&D, for sponsoring us. And I'm sorry that I changed the blues pattern like 3 times. And I made it really hard for you guys, but you guys are brilliant.
It's improvised.
That's
we
right.
need to show a mistake.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us. We'll catch you later. Roll those credits.
I'll bring you later.
Bye.
He can't find the credit. He's trying.